Welcome to another beautiful episode of Cactus Hours. I am your host, Marissa, and joining me is my co-host.
Why I can't be a host? Why I gotta be a co-host?
Well, somebody got to be the host and somebody got to be the co-host.
Well, we can't both be hosts. This is unequal.
Do you want to be the host, man?
Fuck this.
Okay, I didn't know. Well, I'll be the co-host. Okay.
I'm nothing.
You could be a guest. So.
I'm a guest.
Hoes ain't never happy. That's so crazy.
Crazy because I'm not a hoe. I'm a lady.
Debatable. Anyway. What is the...
It's crazy because the co-host got the topic.
Because I left the sheet. First of all,
because the host ain't ready.
Y'all, I left the sheet on my counter. Like, it ain't even...
Again, the host ain't ready. Anywho, toodaloo.
Okay, well, come on, host.
This topic
Come on, host.
is Black History Month. Because we're about to start Black History Month, not too
We
soon.
are.
Okay. So.
Okay, well, read us the first question, host.
Let's just start off strong. Okay.
We're already there, apparently. I'm ready. Question me. Is it like movie trivia?
Would you date outside your race?
Well, I had two races.
Okay, so which one are we starting with?
Well, I've dated both. I've dated black and I've also dated Hispanic. Would I?
Date outside of those two.
I think so. I really want to date a white man. I do not know why. I don't know why. I feel like, ain't nothing too special about them. I just want to see how different.
Special.
I just want to see how different they are from black men and Hispanic men.
I can tell you one difference.
They penis.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, what?
I don't know.
Because it's they penis. It's they penis.
Well.
But the answer, yes, I would try it. I would date, but I think I don't know if I could do foreign. I don't know if I could do that. I don't even know if I'm saying that wording it correctly, but 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, I'm not doing no Nigerian.
Oh.
This ain't no Michael and Angela.
Oh, Michael.
It ain't that.
Michael.
It's not that.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Would you? Have you?
I have not dated outside my race before.
So you've only dated black men?
Mm-hmm.
And so is it true what they say? Once you go black, you never go back?
I've never gone to any other race, so.
But would you? Would it interest you?
No.
No?
I don't know. No. I'm married.
Honestly, I can't picture you with any. I can't picture you like a little Mexican man.
Why you gotta be little? They make big ones.
No, they don't.
They don't.
It's very rare.
Oh. Well, no. Yeah. I like them black.
You like that meat?
Ooh, child. It's just a lot happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, being black versus being mixed with black. Do you consider? Okay.
Well, I'll let you answer first.
Do I consider you black?
Do you consider me black?
Yes, because your father is black.
Why is that the same?
What do you mean?
The saying is you are whatever your daddy is.
Because your dad is the dominant person, with the.
Okay, so let's
shooter
say that my mama was black.
Was black, then you'd be more white. I mean, you're still black because black is still dominant, but you probably be white.
So you wouldn't think of me as black then?
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm. 9 times out of 10,
Interesting.
when the mother, and that's just it's probably a stereotype, but 9 times to me, everybody I know that has a white mom versus having a black mom, you're more what your dad is. If your mom was white,
yeah,
I feel like you'd be more of you would be more in tune with your white side.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I grew up with my mom's side. So the fact that you claim that you think of me as black when I wasn't raised with him is very interesting.
Well, maybe
because I do feel like I'm
I don't see your Hispanic side though a lot.
And that is so weird because I do not see myself like.
So you identify as what?
I don't know. That is a great question.
So when you check a question on a box,
I always
they say
check
black, but they have like Hispanic, Latino.
I bubble in both.
Okay.
Always.
I mean, but if you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one, I would pick black because I think that's what like everybody sees me as. But me personally, I just don't. I don't want to say I don't consider myself black. I think it's very hard for me to identify myself as black because I feel like I do not know a lot about that side itself. Like I just told you,
like your side of like your coming from your dad's side, or just like black culture at all.
Black culture, period.
Okay.
I didn't like really get into black culture until I got to college. Like I didn't know nothing about hair.
Oh, okay.
No weaves, no nothing. Like I knew nothing about that life.
Okay, you learn something new every day. Okay.
Yeah.
So you consider yourself Latina?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's because again, I grew up with my mom's side of the family, which is Hispanic, but also like I had maybe like 3 black friends, Chris, Brittany, and Darlene. And Darlene is mixed as well. But like, yeah. And I did hang with her dad's people as I got older. But like, my dominant presence, I mean, they was my Mexican family. So do you
still feel like, okay, so are you willing, okay, as you grow up,
yeah,
do you want to be more in tune with both? Like, do you think like it's a mix of like you should be in tune equally with your Hispanic side and your black side, or do you want to lean more towards one another?
No, I kind of like, I want to be like equally yoked. Like, I'm kind of sad like I didn't know the knowledge behind black culture as strongly as I did. Like, I knew a little bit, but like I didn't know.
Do you wish you could speak Spanish?
Yes. And let me just put this on the record because I feel like people love to be like, oh, you're not really Hispanic because you don't speak Spanish. Let me explain something to you people.
Oh,
that say that.
This is escalating.
Because I get it a lot, and I want to explain. Growing up, when mixed people spoke Spanish, like it was like.
When mixed people?
Yeah, like
you can't do it. Like it's like taboo.
You were kind of like looked at. Yeah, like what? You speak Spanish, but also speaking Spanish in general. Like
to me, that's like a.
It is now because it's so common for people
to flex. Like
no, but like growing up, like in the 90s, no, it wasn't. It's not so harped on like it is now. Like when my mama didn't want to teach us Spanish because she didn't want us to be.
That's crazy because
like,
I know
like that.
I know people to this day that like literally have mixed kids, but they only speak to them in like other languages.
I think it's like that now. Yeah, I think it's like that now because there's so many people that do speak foreign languages and Spanish.
Yeah,
it's more. But my mama did not want to. She tried to teach us Spanish.
It was probably too late.
But. No, I think I don't know how it happened, but she was just like, I don't want to teach my kids that because I don't want them to be like questioned or like basically like bullied for talking Spanish. But again, back then it was not a big deal that we did not speak Spanish like it is now.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But I just hate when like people be like, oh, you don't speak Spanish, so you're not really Mexican. No, that's not what that means.
No, I don't think that's the case either. I just think like it just wasn't taught to you. Yeah,
it wasn't taught. It wasn't like harped on like it is now for us to know another language. I totally wish I could speak Spanish fluently. I still listen to my Selena. And don't get it twisted. I celebrate Cinco de Mayo as well.
Me too.
Okay. Good for you. But yeah, I had to clear the air because it's very annoying when people say that. I get very annoying.
Okay, so do you think there's a different privilege in being like light skinned and mixed versus being dark skinned?
I don't know, is there?
You tell me. Do you feel like you are privileged? Because you light?
I feel like I have seen, yes.
We talked about this on an
we
episode
did.
Ago, yeah.
Especially like in it's in college, yes, and then also like in a lot of shows.
Yeah,
I
even
feel
like in
like
nightlife, if you I see a lot of TikToks about Houston girls that are like bottle girls or just nightlife girls, and they'll say like they get darker skinned girls don't get picked first behind.
yeah,
People will literally put out like the poster saying that they want somebody and they just want light skinned girls.
yeah. What was that show? Do you remember? Riches.
Yes.
Perfect example. If y'all haven't watched Riches on Amazon, there's an episode in there that specifically harps on this exact question. Yeah. But yes, no, same with like the nightlife, but also like I don't like
a lot of the times I don't think that dark is because you'll hear, oh, you're pretty for a dark girl.
Yeah. Oh my god, that annoys me so much. Because what is that supposed to mean? I'm ugly as fuck.
And the society does it, and I think that like our actual culture does it more. I think it's kind of getting a little bit better. Like a lot of people are just doing like the whole, everybody's equal, stuff like that. But it did start.
Oh yeah, America's Next Top Model. I mean,
as a child, a lot of these shows kind of taught you like you're not pretty unless you're light with long hair. I'm glad that the whole natural thing kind of like came out, and a lot of people are embracing just their natural hair, their natural beauty. But it's hard. It's a struggle sometimes because at the end of the day, as a child, things that you're taught as a child still stick with you. So, because like I could even, girl, I take these braids out this week and I'd be looking at my hair, I'd be like, damn, what we about to do? And it's just like, because you just weren't natural. Even like my mom, growing up in the 80s and the 90s, they had froze, but when that perm came out, that's what they were taught. Straight hair.
And I ain't never had a perm in my life.
Like straight hair, no curls. And it's like, because I remember when I first went natural, my mom was like, no, that's not cute.
No.
And I'm like, I'm not trying to be cute. I'm trying to be healthy, baby. I don't need to be
that's
40
so
and my hair
crazy.
gone. I need my hair to be healthy.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know, I guess, how good I had it hair-wise until I got to Sam. When people was like, that's your hair, I was like, why is this such a big deal? Y'all, in high school, it was not, let me say this, in high school, they wasn't checking for your girl. Like, it was just not a thing. Like, they was dating white girls and the Mexican girls, and they literally dated, like, the same girls in the circle. And if y'all went to high school with me, y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about, because it was literally like a group of them, and every boy dated that table, that lunch table.
All right.
Which, I mean, ain't nothing wrong, but that just, like, so to know that I had long curly hair and that was like a thing, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it boosts your girl self-esteem. Self-esteem real good. Then my titties had just came.
Not that it just came.
Oh yeah, because I had no titties in high school.
Dang.
No. Yeah.
So okay, do you agree that in a situation, do you think that a light-skinned girl would get hit on first versus a dark-skinned girl?
I think they would, unless the darker skinned girl has ass and titties. They would have to like show a lot more, I feel. Whereas like unfortunately I could literally look like this and like pull your nigga.
I mean, I feel like ooh.
It's happened before. I guess so.
This your ass you fucking troll.
That is karma to the fullest extent.
I mean, some men have their preferences, but damn, that's true. Okay, what about you think like casting on shows? Like, do you think they look for a light skin? I believe that.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they have specific.
But now it's not even like y'all be casting people and the parents don't match up. Like, why would your daughter?
Girl.
I'll tell you the best castings of the show for a light skin. Jenny and Georgia. The mama's white, the dad is black, but like her skin complexion and her hair, it goes with what like that the baby would look like.
It's believable.
Like I could see that really being her mama.
Yeah, it's just.
Now the thing that does bother me about casting, like whether it be light skinned women or dark skinned women, y'all need to have the stylists who know how to do that type of hair.
Girl, I have seen so many it
is quite
TikToks of models who will literally, be casted as a model no matter what their skin looks like, But the stylists to be like, oh, I only know how to do this, and they have these people out here looking dumb,
and ugly as fuck.
And you're not
Degrassi.
You're not gonna play in my head like that.
That girl on Degrassi.
I hate it because like you need a model, you need a stylist that is well versed in all ranges.
Even Jenny hair, the only time that girl hair looked decent was when she straightened it.
Yeah, or even like just from makeup down, because you have to have the right makeup for the right person. Everybody is not gonna have this same. Like people are pasty, people are warm, people are neutral, cool. Like you can't just stick with one thing and be like, oh, it's gonna work.
Yeah,
no.
Like if y'all are gonna go with that.
Let's go with it.
Then y'all need to hire the appropriate people to be able to do baby's hair.
But that means expanding and not just because, to me, I mean, if we're being honest, light skin looks more like white. So you want to have those types of people near you on your set. Yeah. And a lot of people are, and again, light skinned women and dark skinned women have the same qualities. You could have a light skinned woman that knows how to do, hair and makeup like everybody else, but give everybody a chance. Yeah. Let's not just hire somebody that's down here because they're light and you have another person that may be a darker skin color. True. But she didn't get hired because of how she looks.
That's true.
I digress.
That's crazy.
Okay. Have you ever been insulted by a comment that was made, but it's like meant as a compliment? Like, oh, your hair is only so long because you're mixed, or you're pretty for a black girl. Or back to the Hispanic saying, like, you're not really Hispanic because you don't speak Spanish.
Yeah. Absolutely. Or a lot of people like to say, like, not even people, but men especially, they'd be like, oh, you're very proportionate.
What the fuck that mean?
Like, I guess,
you're not supposed to
like, my ass is not, like, big. My titty's not, like, small. Like, you're very proportionate for my genes. Because, Hispanic. And I'm like, I don't know how to really take that. Because I guess the running joke is, Hispanics is built like boxes. Y'all,
I've never heard that before.
What? I'm just being like,
I'm kidding. I hear that all the time.
I'm kidding. I heard that all the time.
I mean,
but and no, I ain't gonna lie now. I done seen some boxes. I have seen some boxes. But I'm going on the record. My mama had no booty. No booty. None. None. She had no ass at all. Boobies though, totally got my boobies from her. But my mama had no booty. So I am grateful that I guess I am proportionate, but I don't really need you to tell me that. Yeah. It's not a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten, oh, you're pretty for a dark girl before, and I mean,
I've heard a man tell a woman that.
I'm gonna be pretty regardless.
It's very, it's very
not.
Like, what if?
Because what does your mother look like?
A duck.
What color is your mother? Let's go there.
I ain't even. I'm not even gonna say.
I will. What color is your mother? Does your mother? And it's just like it's disheartening though, because I feel like
it's sad.
At the end of the day, as a race, we have our own people that you're like. At least it's like if nobody else got my back, these people supposed to have my back.
But they say it be your own
and
people.
It be your own people.
It be your own people.
It be your own people. Like, don't touch your hair. Like, oh, is this real? I've had somebody literally like come and touch my hair. Like, oh, that feel good.
I'll say this too. Let me go on the record for this. I don't care what color you are.
Don't touch me.
Do not touch my hair.
Don't touch me.
Do not stick your fingers in my shit.
Like, that's weird.
That is rude and weird as fuck behavior. I have had so many, and it's really men.
Always.
They will literally approach me and just be like, "Don't stick your hand in my shit." Your hand could have been in your motherfucking balls. Do not touch me.
But still, you don't know me. And then whatever's about to come out your mouth is probably
they be like, oh, I see it. I feel it. Try it. Okay. So,
but how was that? Even if you were trying to flirt, how was that flirtatious or cute?
Because if I come at you sideways, which is normally 9 times out of 10 gonna be my reaction,
and if I rub your head to say I feel a bald spot, we gonna be looking crazy.
A bald spot.
It's bald. It's giving nothing. It's giving Caillou.
I feel the
Little Bill.
No, I was about to say that. I feel the wig.
The toupee.
It's pushing
sir.
up. It's pushing up.
I can see.
sis.
I feel the spray. It's on my finger.
And I smell it too. And I smell it.
But for real, like, why do you have to get so aggressive? Like, just don't do that.
I don't know. Like,
Let's not do that.
It be weird behavior, and I just do not like it. I don't like it.
Okay, so speaking of weird behavior, how do you feel about thoughts on like black women trends being stolen? As far as like, you know, like the big hoop earrings, like the long nails, the sneakers, the hairstyle, even the music.
So I think the part that upsets me the most is really the sneakers, because y'all have like made it so hard for us to buy our own shit, and y'all do not even take care of the sneaker.
If I
y'all
see another pair of dusty, crusty, musty Air Force Ones that are brown,
if they're creased, throw them away. Throw them away. Y'all be buying up the shit, and then y'all don't even know how to like wear it or take care of it.
Girl,
and
you got a whole nurse gown on with some Air Forces.
Bro, it be killing me when the white girls be like wearing them. Like the lace be looking like bunny ears because they be so wrapped around.
So tight.
And then they be, oh my God.
It just be hard.
And they be running in them. Like girls be running in them for PE and shit. I know your feet on fire.
Even like I will say, like for nails and stuff, I don't really care about anybody changing their nails, like getting long nails. That's not a thing. Like black women do not own long nails. Hair, I will say, like okay. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about it.
Oh, them edges and shit.
Box braids, all of that stuff. Those are protective styles specifically for a kinky type of hair. If they sliding, baby, that's because they're not supposed to be in there.
Y'all listening? Y'all
they don't need to be in there. And it's not no offense. I don't give a shit if it's offense or not, but those are not for your. That's not for your hair. And
technically, y'all are really creating baby hairs, like baby. These are baby hairs.
Adult hairs.
This is a baby hair. Like y'all be literally taking this shit.
No, I have seen people like actually like part.
Yo, this is what y'all are making a baby
they
hair.
will like cut it. I have seen people like literally cut their hair,
bro. That's
to make
not
a baby hair.
That's not it. That's not it.
It's sick.
Y'all are trying too hard. Like, just chill. But a good example of that is like, what's her name? The Meet Me Outside girl.
Oh,
and I have
Bad
her.
Baby.
I have her. They talking about Travis Barker's daughter to Alabama.
Oh, I just saw her actually on the little TikTok.
She's like trending on TikTok for something.
We can't claim everything. Now, I will say stuff that to me, to be honest, a lot of stuff like the lined lips, the big hoop earrings, like black women did start those trends in the 90s, but sometimes you got to look at it as flattery. Like it's
I just
flattering.
think that like I mean,
y'all want to be like me. Y'all want lip injections, tans, bigger butts, things that come naturally to certain types of women.
True.
And it's flattering.
It is.
That type of stuff doesn't bother me though. I guess because I'm comfortable.
That's true.
I feel like when you're
it can be quite kind of annoying, like when you hear a white girl like talking though, and she like trying to say something.
Yeah. But okay. Let's talk about that because that's one of my next questions. But okay. So being from Louisiana, seeing Louisiana, it's a lot of white people that talk like that, and it's not on no like I'm trying
but I feel like I expect that, I guess, in Louisiana.
But that's what I'm saying. It just like, even if I'm not going to lie, because even some people that come from just like the south side or like certain sides of town, they are going to talk a certain way because that's what they grew up around. Now, if you grew up in the Woodlands and I hear you...
Okay, pause on your statement because, let me say this. I feel like those women are also easier to identify because, and it's going to probably sound bad, but I would be more understanding because they gonna have like them thigh tattoos and them like
they do a lot.
Like so I'm gonna look at you and be like,
you
definitely from Fifth Ward. You definitely from the hood,
right? And it's just certain things that like you can just be like, oh, she ain't trying. Like, damn, she real like she ain't trying.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, it's like that though. But I just hate. It's a stereotype, and it's just. I had to learn that though because I used to think like, oh, they trying to be like that, but it's certain people like you literally just
like no.
So going to like the work environment, Do you have like a professional voice, or do you have like a white girl voice, or like do you think you do?
I do. I'm not gonna lie, I do. And I actually got that from my auntie. My auntie worked at Dell for, what am I, 30? She worked at Dell for 23 years. So watching her, she was an administrative assistant. So watching her and going like to work with her growing up and stuff, like that's where I learned kind of like work etiquette because that's how she acts. But I also know like there you have to have like a level of professionalism regardless. Like I can't answer it if I'm talking to you.
So I feel like on that end, I use the same voice, the same tone, but I use correct grammar. Like I don't speak as freely as in like I use complete sentences. I don't use like slang terms or stuff like that. Like I speak proper English because I know how to speak proper English, but I'm also not gonna just put on like this overly, because even when I try to put on like my little happy voice, they'd be like, "You okay?"
Okay, so with my job, I work at like a law firm, so I have it real, I have it real bad. Like when I'm talking to my people, and they like telling me their story or whatever, I kind of forget that I'm the other person for a minute. So I will like on occasion say some shit that only like they can understand.
Of course I relate with you, because when I talk to people, I'm just like, especially when it's like somebody who you just know like they having a hard day, I'd be like, okay, look.
Yeah.
This is what I can do.
No, for sure. That's exactly how it goes.
But I mean, and that just kind of goes like, do you censor yourself around your coworkers or?
To a certain extent, yes. Ned, absolutely not. Ned gets he gets all of it. He thinks I'm really like fucking hilarious.
They usually do. Oh, yeah. I'm the person that I can get all jokes because I have tough skin.
Yes.
I laugh.
Yes.
I can make the jokes. I'm just so funny, but I be so serious.
Yeah, no,
and I be confused because I'm like, I'm serious.
No, yes, like I question him so much.
Yeah.
And my boss, she's always like, only you can like talk to him like that. Like I would never, and I'd be like, I don't know why. He's like so cool and so chill.
We put our pants on the same way every morning.
Yeah.
You are not above me.
I don't know, but my boss is also very. I don't know necessarily the word. I love my boss, I really do, but she's very salt and pepper, no seasoning. Like she doesn't get.
So she lives in a
bubble.
She's very black and white. It's like no gray area with her. It's just like black or white.
She just doesn't
like physically like black or
white. So
like
an example, like I have to explain to her
why things are wrong or why you shouldn't say this.
Or like what things mean.
Yeah.
Like what certain language is.
My manager can be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't see it. She's just so oblivious. Like, well, why?
Yeah. My boss can be like that too. My boss can definitely be like that too.
And that's like working with white people in general is sometimes like that. Like certain things, because we had to tell a girl posted a meme in our team chat, and it was like the ain't nobody got time for that with the crackhead lady, and we were like, I don't think that's appropriate. No. We had to like message her like separately, like
delete that out. Take that out.
It's just, but I will say,
like I had to explain to my boss about Divine Nine because one of her daughter's really good friends at school, her mom is an AKA, and she was like, she always is wearing like pink and green. I was like, oh, she's an AKA. She was like, I don't know what that is. So literally like an hour I'm in the office. Like
sometimes they're very. So I will say two things. Sometimes they're either very interested to like genuinely learn, or sometimes they're just oblivious. Because I've had it where my manager's like, she'll ask me about certain stuff. She's like, I think that was a wig on so-and-so's head. And I'm like, I'm not doing this with you today.
Oh, Lord.
First of all, YouTube and Google will tell you everything you need. How would you even put that on, bitch? Do not ask me that. Because not on this good Monday morning.
My boss is always like very she wants to know, like,
right, and I can appreciate that.
I think she wants to learn too because she has 2 kids.
And she's different now.
Yeah, and she's like, at some point, I mean, she's already, like, yeah.
Your kids gonna let them black men, baby. You gonna have to. Anyway, so another thing I do want to bring up.
I think what her son is.
Another thing I do want to bring up that I did see is a statement that I saw that's pretty. I think this is pretty true because even like working in the corporate America world as a black woman, you have to watch certain things you do, say, or react because you be considered an angry black woman, and another person of another race, they can do 10 times more, but they would just be considered emotional, and it's okay.
Okay, yes.
So the statement said, black women's anxiety shows up as irritation, giving the illusion that those black women are aggressive or unfriendly when in reality they're just overwhelmed. I've literally had it to a point where they will give me so much, or I get all the difficult companies. I get all of this because they know I can handle it.
Yeah.
But when I'm irritated or they don't see it as overwhelmed, they're just like, well, what's wrong? I'm doing 10 times as much as the work as anybody else is doing, but I'm expected to put a smile on my face and keep pushing through. But you got so-and-so over here with half of my work, and she has a slight headache today, so she's going to take a day off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes, I can see that. Like, when I get very overwhelmed with work, like, I just get, like, really quiet because I'm like, okay, I gotta figure this out and I gotta do it and I do that because my boss, she gets, like, super overwhelmed, but she's also, like, she literally will do one thing and, like, something else will pop in her head and she will ask me. So she's, like...
all over the place.
Yeah, she's all over the place. So one of us has to be...
normal
and, like, working on it. So, like, I know when she gets flustered, like, in that time... I can't lose my shit. Yeah. So, and working with her so long, I've kind of mastered when she gets in those ways how to go about that, but
yeah, it's hard.
But again, like, I can't
do that,
be like that because she's like that, you know, and I'll just be like,
and it's a privilege.
But I don't take my work home when I'm
off. No. When I clock out at 4.
Yeah, when I'm off, that's it. I don't care what happens after I leave.
So often she'll call me after, like, hey, I don't mean to bother you. Second of all, you have to call me twice because my phone is on do not disturb. Yeah. So what do you want?
Yeah. But and even with my job, like, I understand my boss, she does sometimes have to work, like, off the clock or whatever. But I also tell her, like, when you get home, like, you need to disconnect so you can be, like, with your family.
Girl, we can go a whole other episode on that because that's like people who have authority problems at home come to work and get all crazy, and y'all don't take that shit.
That's another thing. Like, I don't ever, whatever I have going on, like, personally, I do not bring that to work. I try my best to show up and be there at work, but there are times where I just be like, I'm not.
So what I do is I'll put my status. I will block if I'm having a really bad day. I'll block my calendar off and just put myself on busy all day, because at least people, like, before they message me, I think, like, they at least try to think about, like, it's so busy. But you still can't be like that. Like, I can't be like that. Leading a team, I can't be like that.
Yeah, it's like, you can't have a bad day.
My happy face and be like, here, y'all have a million questions. I hate all of y'all, but I got to answer them. Yeah. So, well, okay, kind of a twist of a question. Yeah. But if you could change anything about yourself, would you? And if you would, what would it be?
Like physical or
anything?
Physically, I wish I was taller. I know, it's the little things.
Okay.
I wish I was taller. Just a little bit, though. Like, I still feel like I'm cute. But, like, I just want a little height. Yeah, that's it. Like, I'm 5 foot. I would like to be, like, 5'5". Still tiny, cute as the button.
That ain't tiny.
It's not.
That's average.
Oh.
Shit, I'm 5'6".
Yeah, like, I'd be your height.
That's tall.
Is it taller? I mean, I don't want to be no Amazon, but I'm not
anything unphysical.
Like emotional. I know unphysical. I don't know. Nah. I wish. Yes, I wish I did not cry when I got upset.
Ooh.
Because I feel like when I cry when I get upset, I'm not crying. I'm not crying because
it's affected me. I'm crying because I'm upset.
Yeah, I'm crying because I'm legit angry and like I want to be violent.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I could really do in the moment is cry.
Yeah.
And I hate when I'm like argue, especially with a man. They be like, "What are you crying for?" And I'm like, "Because I really want to slap the fuck out of you, and I can't do that." Mm-hmm. But that's literally what I would probably change. Anything about you?
Physically, no. And that's coming from over the years, like, just, like, actually being 100% comfortable in my body. And, like, me. Physically, no.
Okay.
I have really wide toenail beds. And that came from my dad's side. So, that would probably be a change. But, other than that, no. And, like, mentally, though, I am an overthinker. And I will send myself one comment. One situation.
Okay.
I will send myself in a fucking rabbit hole like for hours, and I hate it. And it's also certain defense mechanisms that I have grown to do from just certain things growing up that I would change about myself because I don't like.
Okay.
I think I've trained myself not to care about a lot because if I do care, I'm gonna get really emotional. Mm-hmm. So. I don't want to be that way, but it's just how I think I've like trained myself to like not let stuff affect me.
You're almost like disconnected.
I will disconnect myself from something if I know how I feel like the answer's gonna be or like the situation's gonna be. I'm like, you know what? I can't let it bother me because I don't have time for that. I don't have time to like be sad and just over something that's minor, like. And again, the rabbit hole, the overthinking, like it'll go down. It'll be a spiral.
I used to be like that. I think that comes with, honestly, it comes with therapy.
Right, learning how to like actually use healthy ways.
Yeah, just
to
the right
get out of
tools.
those things. Tools. Yeah,
just the right tools. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, our last question. This is.
I have a question that just popped in my head. But
go ahead.
I want to talk about Black businesses.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Because I feel like people maybe like say something, but then it's not really like a topic, and I want to address it, especially here in Houston. I am all for like supporting a Black business. Mm-hmm. I ain't got nothing wrong with that. However, they make it very hard because majority of the business, and I'm just speaking like from Houston Black owned businesses.
Yeah.
The level of unprofessionalism that goes through those businesses makes me never want to return or give you my money. The most troubling like interactions I've had at places come from Black owned businesses.
And it's just so sad because again, it be your own people.
Yes.
You expect so